Hi guys, I'm Chantal and welcome to the Morris Microstead. Does the news have you feeling the need to prepare, be more self-reliant? But you're not on a homestead, you're in the middle of town. So what do you do? Where do you even start? Today we're going to go through 3 things you can do right now to become more self-sustainable on your urban homestead. Also stay till the end and we'll go over 3 things that are probably growing in your yard right now that either are medicinal or edible. So there's talk of food shortages, hyperinflation, decrease in accessibility to like lumber and steel. Some of these things can be a little bit scary. It can feel overwhelming. This isn't on the list, but it should be the top priority. I'm not going to count it as the 3, but I'm going to tell you that it's important. Get in God's Word and find peace. This is the most important thing you can do. He is going to lead you to wisdom and understanding. And that's where you need to be. The first actionable item is to find a water source and learn how to make it potable. Potable means making a perhaps unclean water source like a pond or river or lake and make it drinkable water. Our family uses the Berkey filtration water system. The Berkey filtration system is a filtration system that does not need electricity. It's a gravity fed water system, but it is an investment and it does require filters and replacement filters. And so I think it's important to also acquire the skill of filtration and make it not filtration necessarily, but killing off the microorganisms and all the things that can be found in water. So I'm going to add a link here on 10 ways to somebody else's video on 10 ways to make water potable. And it includes things that you can purchase like tablets that you put in your water that clean the water, or like the Life Water straws. And then it also includes like 4 skills that you can acquire to make water drinkable. Step number 2 that you can take right now is to purchase some bulk food. You can do that at a lot of local places. We use Azure Standard because we can get a really great deal on organic there. Some of the things that we have already stored away in bulk food is beans of all kinds of varieties, not lentils because we don't eat lentils, but split peas and different grains like rice and oats, a couple of our favorites. You don't have to have a year's worth of food stored up when you just begin. Just buy one thing, do some research on how to store it well, and then go from there. Build up your stock. And remember that you're in an emergency situation, like having a year's worth of food on hand isn't necessarily just about having food on hand for yourself, but also your community, your neighbors, whoever you think that you might need to also be preparing for. I'm going to link in the description box our Azure Standard Haul videos so you can learn a little bit more about them. As I stated before, that's where we get our bulk products from. Lastly, learn to identify and forage edibles in your own area, starting in your very own yard. If you stop spraying chemical weed suppressants or killers, the things that will grow are edible, period. So I'm going to walk over to a very weedy part of my yard and show you what's growing that's edible just in this little corner. So this is over by our quail coop. The first thing that I see over here is dandelion greens. Again, if you stop spraying, they will grow. Dandelion greens are good to eat in the spring, and the roots are good to harvest in the fall. They make great teas, and the whole plant is really good for your liver. So I will say when I started eating these greens, they're so bitter than what we're used to. But for me, I found it was a mindset. If I could just get over the fact that they're bitter and continue to add them into salads and stir fries, increasing little by little, I found them very palatable. And they're super, super nutritious, and they grow. The next thing that's super prevalent over here is this mallow. So mallow, I don't know how it's like mucilaginous or something. I'm not sure that I'm saying that right. But these leaves are edible, and they also, because they're mucousy, when you chew them, they are really great as a soup thickener. And also they're starting to flower, so I'm not sure that I'll be able to find them. But yes, so these are the flowers here. Before they turn into the flower, they have this little, this is the flower. Let's see if I can get it to focus. It's this little pod, and when you eat it, it tastes just like a pea. I'm just confirming. Yeah, it tastes a lot like a pea. Well, not quite as, maybe like the texture of a pea and not the flavor. but they're really yummy and they're edible. Mallow. Lastly, over here we have wild or prickly lettuce. This is a medicinal plant. It grows with, you can see like the barbs. Let's see if I can get a shot. The barbs on the back of the leaf, and they are sharp. No, actually they're not that sharp. When you, oh, I had a bug. When you snap this plant, you'll see that there is a white substance coming out there. That substance is medicinal and has the properties of aspirin. So it's a great, well, I shouldn't say has the properties of aspirin. I will say that it is a great pain reliever, but do your own research, please. I'm not a doctor. Yeah, like definitely Google the information, but there are ways to harvest this. We've not done it. I know of it. There's a way to make a tincture using vodka to harvest the benefits of this plant. Preparedness can feel really scary, but ultimately knowing where and how to find food and water are the priorities. Start there. If you're feeling scared and led to action from a place of fear, pray first for peace before jumping into preparedness. Acting from a place of fear can lead to poor investments and remorse. Find your peace and prepare wisely. Happy homesteading, friends.
Have you realized our videos right now are getting shorter and shorter?
I have. Shh. Can you stop for a second?
1 second video. Okay. Are we going to reverse this?
Hi guys, I'm Jantel.
Hi guys, I'm Peeps.
Hi, I'm
And
Jan.
I'm RJ.
Did you get that from Dad?
What a lovely day, folks. Today we will be prepared and self-reliant, but you're not a homestead.